So, you know, as this protest keeps on going, it seems like Mr. Andrew Parsons is always coming up now every day with this new movement. It's like a chess game. Now he's saying maybe a possibility of white land and white rose and up in the mountains or whatever the frig he's getting on with. But it's not going to happen. It's skullduggery. You continue to come up with plans of surveys. You're coming up with bracelet planning. You're coming up with land. You're coming up with all these excuses because election time is coming. Listen, Mr. Andrew Parsons, you're not going to joke on the government. The government's not going to fall for it. It's skullduggery. You know, that's the same thing every election year. Mr. Andrew Parsons, the Liberal government, to get up there. The Liberal government is going to say they're going to put lower the inmate population by putting out the bracelet. You're going to you know, revamp an investigation of the justice system. Next thing you know, you're coming out on the news. You're gonna, you know, there's a possibility because it's election time that you're gonna come up with some plan. Possibility because it's election time that you're gonna build a prison because it's election time. And Mr. Parsons, I'm sorry, really like to apologize to you, but that battle is not going to be won on the media like that. This is a public debate. I'm challenging you every day with moves, and you're coming back every day with moves. You're planning a protest or investigation. You're planning the bracelet. Now you're saying appropriate land. You know, the Minister of Justice, I've been 41 years in criminal justice, prisons, mental health institutions, lawyers, doctors, and Crown prosecutors, and some of the toughest judges in the criminal justice system in Newfoundland. And, you know, I don't want to bring out no lawyers and Crown prosecutors and judges' names because they're well aware of who I am. It seems like Mr. Parsons, Andrew Parsons, you're very defensive and you're very ashamed and scared to even sit down with me because you think I'm a nut job with grade 6 education. But Mr. Parsons, I really like to inform you that with my grade 6 education and my rhetoric, I guarantee you, Mr. Parsons, I have a story to share with you that is not only going to change the foundation of the government of Newfoundland, it's going to change the mental illness of the whole government of Newfoundland and how it's being treated and looked at. But it seems like you think I'm some bizarre Martian that come down from Mother Earth out in the middle of nowhere to cause anarchy and chaos. But Mr. Parsons, I keep telling you, it's bigger and there's a bigger issue than me and Michael Williams. It's a mental issue that is a foundation eating core at everything that we've been striving for in Newfoundland. How come the federal government can throw parties, drive $1,000 Land Rovers, all their children into private schools, but yet the people that are working in government and dealing with their mental stress, no food, driving just cheap cars, they're dealing with their mental illness because they haven't even afforded groceries for the family. But here you drive around in $100,000 cars, have parties, refuse to see me, and think this is going to go away because you're going to come out live every single couple of days talking about bracelets, talking about possibility of land, and possibility of reforming justice and bringing out surveys again. That's all skullduggery there, Mr. Andrew Parsons. You will not be elected into power. I will guarantee you here right now, I know you don't think nothing of me, and this is going to be the biggest shame in history of Newfoundland, that a lonely person like me would stand up to you, bullhorning and trying to get a meeting to get your mind, but you will not budge 1 second. And I promise you, Mr. Andrew Parsons, with my movement and the Lord's beside me, and all the people that is being misled and guided in this province, I'll promise you, Mr. Andrew Parsons, I'll promise you, Mr. Andrew Parsons, you will not be re-elected in government. And you're saying in your office now today, and all your Liberal government looking at this video and everybody that's a Liberal supporter are saying there's no possible chance he's got any power in Newfoundland to elect or to sway a vote. I'll guarantee the Liberal government will not be back in power, and we will have a next Conservative elected government, and Mr. Ches Crosbie will be meeting with Mike Williams and some supporters, and we will bring a new light into Mr. Ches Crosby's life, because Mr. Ches Crosby has never met nobody like me, and he's going to be very intrigued, very impressed. And by the way, me and Mr. Crosby, Ches, is going to become friends. So when you vote this year, vote Conservative, and I can't wait to meet the Right Honourable, the next Premier of Newfoundland, Ches Crosby, and he's new elected Minister of Justice. Then we're going to sit down, and that new elected PC government official is going to say, Mike Williams, you're an amazing man, and one day that Conservative Minister of Justice, I'll take you to my favourite fishing hole, and once you catches your first 2-pound trout, you better not tell where my secret hole is. So I'm going to keep protesting. I'm going to keep bringing my issues to the light. I know the Liberal government ain't going to come meet me. You're not getting elected back in power. We're going to have the new Conservative government in the power. And Mr. Ches Crosby, I can't wait to meet you in the near future. Everybody, Conservative government, peace out and have a great day.